2015. This year marked a turning point for the league. A shift occurred this year driven by none other than the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. Under newly hired coach Steve Kerr, who adapted principles from Mark Jackson's space and space philosophy, the Warriors made a bold move by starting Draymond Green over All-Star David Lee. This team was offensively talented from top to bottom, playing team defense, anchored by Draymond and Andrew Bogut. Their style flourished and no one shined brighter than their leader, Stephen Curry. Curry averaged around 24 points, 8 assists, and shot 44% from the three-point range. His ability to hit long-range shots revolutionized the game. His unique combination of elite shooting, ball handling, and court vision made him nearly unstoppable. Defenses were stretched trying to contain him beyond the arc, opening up space for his teammates. This was not new for Curry, as he had been doing this for the last 5 years at Golden State. However, this year he had a different drive with the new roster changes and system he was playing in, resulting in GSW being the number 1 team in the NBA. With the MVP at the center of the Warriors' offense, Curry's performance in the finals was instrumental in securing their first championship in 40 years, winning the series 4-2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2016. This season felt like a continuation of Stephen Curry's MVP tour, but unlike most sequels, this one was even better than the original. Doubts linger over whether Golden State or Curry could sustain their dominance, but Curry and his Warriors were ready to silence the doubters. Curry's 2016 numbers were nothing short of staggering. He averaged 30 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds, while 2 steals per game. His shooting percentages were otherworldly for someone taking so many deep shots: 50% from the field, 45% from three-point, and 90% from the free throw line. He became the 7th player in NBA history to join the exclusive 50-40-90 club, which honors elite shooting efficiency. What truly set Curry apart was his unprecedented ability to hit three-pointers. He obliterated his own NBA record, making 402 threes in the season, smashing his previous record of 286 by more than 100 three-pointers. One of the most iconic moments of his season came on February 27, 2016, when Curry nailed a 38-foot game-winning three-pointer against the Oklahoma City Thunder in overtime. That shot encapsulated the magic of his season. Curry's success went hand-in-hand with his team's dominance. The Warriors finished the 2015-2016 regular season with a 73-9 record, surpassing the Chicago Bulls' legendary 72-10 mark from '96. This gave Golden State the best regular season record in NBA history, and Curry was unquestionably the leader of that squad, his brilliance fueling their historic run. Curry's performance earned him his 2nd consecutive MVP award, but this time he made the record books. He became the first player in NBA history to win the MVP unanimously, receiving all 131 first-place votes. Legends like Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe has never achieved this feat, cementing Curry's 2016 campaign as one of the greatest individual seasons ever. However, the story ends there. The Warriors reached the NBA Finals and quickly took a commanding 3-1 lead against LeBron James. But in a stunning turn of events, the Cavaliers won 3 straight games to claim the championship in a dramatic Game 7 on Golden State's home court. That finals is remembered for many iconic moments, most notably LeBron's game-changing chase-down block on Andre Iguodala. Cavaliers became the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals, marking an unforgettable end to a record-breaking season. Despite the finals heartbreak, Curry's 2016 remains one of the most memorable and impactful in league history. His 2nd MVP award solidified his place among the all-time greats, and his influence on the game continues to shape how basketball is played at every level today. 2017, the Russell Westbrook year, an NBA season showcasing one of the most statistically dominant campaigns in league history. At a time when triple-doubles had become rare among any players, Westbrook redefined what was possible, setting records that had been approached in over 5 decades. For context, in the summer of 2016, Westbrook's longtime teammate Kevin Durant stunned the basketball world by leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors. For 8 seasons, Westbrook and Durant had formed one of the league's most dynamic duos. Durant's departure left Westbrook as the team's unquestioned leader, raising questions about how he would perform without his co-star. And for even more context, the record for most triple-doubles in a single season was 41, set by the legendary Oscar Robertson during the 1961-1962 campaign. Westbrook not only pursued this record but shattered it. Throughout the 2016-2017 season, he recorded 42 triple-doubles, breaking Robertson's 55-year-old record. His season averages were equally historic, about 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists per game, making him just the second player in NBA history to average a triple-double for a full season. The 2017 MVP race was one of the most fiercely contested in recent memory. Westbrook's primary competition came from the Houston Rockets star and ex-teammate James Harden, who also had an astounding season. However, Westbrook's historic triple-double performance and his critical role in the Thunder's success ultimately swayed voters in his favor. In the end, Russell Westbrook's 2017 MVP season was more than just a collection of stats. It was a testament to the relentless pursuit of greatness and the ability of one player to elevate an entire team. 2018. James Harden would have his revenge following the previous year. A perennial MVP candidate, he put together a campaign in 2018 that left no doubt he was the best player in the league. But let's take it back, because before the 2017-2018 season began, the Houston Rockets made a significant move by acquiring all-star point guard Chris Paul from the Los Angeles Clippers. This addition was aimed at easing the offensive burden on Harden, allowing him to share playmaking responsibilities while providing the Rockets with a second elite ball handler. Harden's primary strength throughout his career had been his scoring ability, and the same was said for the 2017-2018 season. He led the league in scoring with an impressive 30.4 points per game, marking the first time he captured the scoring title. His efficiency was remarkable for someone carrying such a heavy offensive load, shooting 45% from the field, 37% from beyond the arc, and 85% from the charity stripe. With Harden at the helm, the Houston Rockets enjoyed the best regular season in franchise history, finishing the 2017-2018 campaign with a league-best 65-17 record. They surpassed the Golden State Warriors, claiming the top seed in the Western Conference. Unfortunately, the Rockets ultimately fell short in the 2018 Western Conference Finals, losing to the Golden State Warriors in a hard-fought 7-game series compounded by Chris Paul's injury. Many view Paul's injury as a pivotal moment, as the Rockets were just one win away from potentially dethroning the Warriors. Many believe that had Paul stayed healthy, Houston might have won the series and possibly the NBA title that year. But the 2018 MVP race was fiercely competitive, with strong cases from players like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. However, Harden's historic season stood out. The combination of scoring, playmaking, and leadership, while guiding the Rockets to the best record in the league, made him the overwhelming favorite. On June 25, 2018, Harden was named the NBA's most valuable player. This was a crowning achievement for Harden, who had previously finished second in MVP voting in 2015 and 2017. In his emotional acceptance speech, he thanked his teammates, coaches, and family, paying tribute to his mother, his #1 fan. 2019. Let's talk about a freak of nature, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. His combination of height, wingspan, and athleticism makes him one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the NBA, allowing him to excel both offensively and defensively. The 2018-2019 season began with a significant optimism for the Milwaukee Bucks. After a strong finish to the previous season and the hiring of new head coach Mike Budenholzer, the franchise was poised for a breakout year. Budenholzer implemented a new offensive system that maximized Giannis' unique skill set while promoting ball movement and three-point shooting. The Bucks quickly adapted to this style, and the results were evident from the start. Giannis, who had already established himself as a star, took his game to another level under Budenholzer's system. During the 2018-2019 season, Giannis delivered one of the most impressive statistical seasons. He averaged 27.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game, showcasing his versatility and ability to impact the game in multiple ways. He also averaged 1.5 steals and 0.9 blocks per game, solidifying his reputation as an elite two-way player. His individual brilliance translated to team success, as the Milwaukee Bucks finished the regular season with a franchise-best 60-22 record. This performance earned them the top seed in the Eastern Conference, and the Bucks became legitimate title contenders. Giannis' leadership on and off the court was instrumental in fostering a winning culture in Milwaukee. The 2019 MVP race was highly competitive, with Giannis facing strong challenges from other elite players, including James Harden, who had just completed a historic scoring season. Harden led the league with 36 points per game, but Giannis' combination of scoring, rebounding, and defensive prowess gave him the edge. On June 24, 2019, Giannis was named the MVP's most valuable players, receiving 78 of the 101 first-place votes. Beyond the individual accolades, Giannis' impact on the Milwaukee Bucks and the city of Milwaukee was profound, and he became a beloved figure in the community. Giannis' first MVP season also set the stage for future success. Giannis' 2020 MVP season was even more impressive than his previous one. He averaged 29.5 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 5.6 assists, while playing just 30 minutes a game, an unusually low number for a player of his caliber. However, his efficiency was off the charts. He shot 55% from the field, using his size, agility, and power to dominate in the paint. While on defense, Giannis continued to shine, averaging a block and a steal per game. This contributed to his Defensive Player of the Year award, making him the third player in NBA history to win both the MVP and the DPOY in the same season. The Milwaukee Bucks were still the most dominant team in the NBA during the 2019-2020 regular season, finishing with a league-best 56-17 record, despite the season being shortened due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Bucks entered the playoffs as a top seed in the Eastern Conference and were considered favorites to reach the NBA Finals. However, they faced an unexpected challenge in the Miami Heat during the second round of the playoffs. In a shocking upset, the Heat eliminated the Bucks in 5 games, with Giannis suffering a sprained ankle in Game 4 that limited his effectiveness. Despite the disappointing end to the Bucks' playoff run, Giannis' 2020 MVP season remained one of the most dominant in recent NBA history. Winning back-to-back MVP awards placed Giannis in elite company, joining the likes of players like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson as players who had won consecutive MVP honors. Giannis' reputation as one of the game's most influential players was firmly cemented, solidifying his place among the NBA's all-time greats. 2021. From one Euro player to another, now comes the 2021 season, with the winner being none other than the Joker of the NBA, Nikola Jokic. The Serbian big man broke the traditional mold of what an NBA center should be, revolutionizing the game with his blend of elite playmaking, scoring, and basketball IQ. As a cornerstone of the Denver Nuggets, Jokic led the team to one of the top records in the Western Conference. This season for Jokic was a statistical masterpiece. Over the course of a 72 regular season, Jokic averaged 26.4 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game. What set him apart from other MVP candidates was his ability to contribute in nearly every facet of the game. He became the first center in over 20 years to lead his team in both scoring and assists. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of Jokic's season was his consistency. He played in all 72 games, a rarity in a season plagued by injuries and COVID-19 protocols. In a year where many stars miss significant time, Jokic's durability and ability to perform at an MVP level every night set him apart. Beyond the numbers, Jokic's leadership was a crucial part of his MVP campaign. This season was one of the most challenging in NBA history, with players dealing with condensed schedules, strict COVID-19 protocols, and numerous injuries. Losing key players like Jamal Murray, Will Barton, and PJ Dozier for significant stretches of the season. Despite these setbacks, Jokic kept the Nuggets afloat, leading them to a 47-25 record, good for a third place in the Western Conference. When Jokic was officially named the 2021 NBA MVP, he made history in several ways. He became the first player in Denver Nuggets history to win the award, cementing his place as the franchise's greatest player. Jokic was also the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP at pick 41, a remarkable achievement for someone who was once an overlooked prospect. His success as a playmaking center signaled a departure from the traditional roles of a big man, proving that centers could be just as skilled and impactful as guards and wings in today's game. 2022. Nikola Jokic's second MVP campaign was a continuation of his rise to superstardom and arguably even more impressive than his first MVP season in 2021. Nikola Jokic's 22 season was defined by his sheer statistical dominance. Over the course of 74 games, Jokic averaged 27.1 points, 13.8 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game. He became the first player in NBA history to surpass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season. His PER, or player efficiency rating, of 32.85 was the highest in NBA history. PER, which measures a player's per minute productivity, highlighted Jokic's historic level of impact. Jokic's ability to score efficiency from all areas of the court made him a matchup nightmare for opposing teams. His touch around the rim was exceptional, often finishing through contact or using crafty moves to get defenders off balance. Additionally, Jokic's ability to step out beyond the arc and knock down three-pointers forced defenses to respect his range, making it harder for them to collapse on him in the post. The Denver Nuggets were plagued by injuries, with Jamal Murray missing the entire season due to a torn ACL, and Michael Porter Jr. sidelined for most of the year with a back injury. Despite these setbacks, Jokic kept the Nuggets competitive. Jokic's leadership was evident in the way he carried the team through adversity. Night after night, he delivered MVP-caliber performances, often single-handedly willing the Nuggets to victory. Jokic's ability to elevate his game when his team needed him the most was a testament to his mental toughness and commitment to winning. His ability to dominate every facet of the game, scoring, passing, and rebounding, redefined what it means to be a center in the modern NBA. In terms of legacy, Jokic's 22 MVP campaign cemented his place as one of the greatest offensive centers in NBA history. 2023. MVP Joel Embiid is the most controversial name on this list, as people believe that he should not have won this award. However, he won it, and his MVP campaign was a culmination of years of perseverance, growth, and dominance. Joel Embiid's statistical output during the 2022-23 season was amazing. He led the NBA in scoring for the second consecutive season, averaging a career-high 33.1 points per game. Embiid became the first center to lead the league in back-to-back seasons since Bob McAdoo in the 1970s. On top of that, he also averaged 10.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.7 blocks, and 1 steal a game. He was arguably the most versatile scorer in the NBA, combining size, strength, skill, and finesse. Embiid could dominate in the post, using his strength to back down defenders and his footwork to maneuver around them. His soft touch around the basket made him nearly unstoppable in one-on-one situations. Standing at 7 feet tall with a 7'6" wingspan, Embiid was a towering presence in the paint, anchoring the Philadelphia 76ers defense. His ability to alter shots and deter players from driving to the basket was a significant factor in the Sixers' success on defense. The MVP race in 2023 was a tight one, with the previous MVPs Jokic and Giannis also having strong cases for the award. However, Embiid's combination of elite scoring, defense, leadership, and team success gave him the edge. When the MVP announcement was made, Embiid received 73 out of the 100 first-place votes, securing the award over Jokic and Antetokounmpo. For Embiid, this recognition was not just about his individual brilliance, but also about the long journey he had taken to reach this point. From dealing with injuries early in his career to enduring the trust the process era in Philadelphia, Embiid's award was a result of his perseverance and hard work. After all these years, he can finally say that he is the MVP. 2024. While Nikola Jokic missed out on a three-peat MVP sweep, losing to Embiid last year, the Denver Nuggets secured the 2023 NBA championship. However, this did not stop the dominance of Nikola Jokic and would have another historical season and win the 2024 MVP. He would average 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists in 79 games. The 29-year-old finished top 5 in the NBA in total for those 3 categories, becoming the first player to accomplish that since Wilt Chamberlain in the 1960s. Nikola Jokic surprisingly also finished top 10 in steals. Beside regular numbers, he would lead the NBA in win shares, box plus minus, and almost every other advanced stat. The craziest part is, for a big man in the NBA, you would expect tiredness. However, he kept this level of performance for the whole season and only missed 3 games. You can assume after winning 2 out of the 3 last MVPs, Finals MVP, and the championship, people would have voter fatigue. However, it just was not like that. As if you ever watched a Nuggets regular season game, you could see how Jokic would control the game like a maestro leading a concert. He lifted regular role players to all-star-like levels while having a fluid system based purely around him. Even though Jokic's MVP season would end short in the playoffs, as the Timberwolves would blast him out in a 7-game series in the second round, the Serbian would overwhelm the other competitors for the MVP award, taking 75% of all first-round votes. This made him a 3-time MVP, joining the ranks of only 9 other players out of the 4,000 players who have appeared in at least one NBA game. That's 0.21% of the history of the NBA. So those are the last 10 NBA MVPs. Comment down below because I'm curious, who do you guys think is going to win it this year? Personally, like Harden's MVP year, I think it's going to be Luka's revenge year. I think he's going to go crazy, have triple doubles, and he's going to shoot 80, 70, or 90 points. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.